This is the end, beautiful friend, the end, this is the end, you beautiful friend, the end, no more goodbyes, my friend, the end, I'll never be alone again. Okay, so what's that referring to, is besides my butchering, my slaughtering, and desecration of Jim Morrison's The End song, is that it's truly the end. We've reached the end of the Star Kingdoms Empire, our Star Kingdoms YouTube videos. Hopefully they'll stick around for another round, but I doubt this very lucrative. See, I'm going to show you what happens now. If you go to Stak there, see, I'm Jazkasland. Jazz is referring to the scene on Red Dwarf where Cat and Rimmer, I believe, were playing a Scrabble, and Cat had a really bad had a bunch of random letters that spelled Jazkasland. So Rimmer understandably remonstrates because that's not an English word or human word. So then the Cat's retorted by saying, "Yes, it's a real word. It means Jazkasland. When your cat dick gets caught in the door or something, you make a sound. That cats make a sound when they get their nuts caught in something. So as we can see, let's go to 1-1 here. Let's go to one section 1 here. Coordinates 1-1. Vacation time. Body image. I'm going to destroy body image once it gets out of protection. 1, 2. There's no one here. Ooh yeah, that's been cleaned out. Pretty much just as Twine is the real player, but he's dead. The Awning is a real player. Dead, empty. 1 and Wow. These two are going to be my next victims. Tainted. That asshole keeps on blocking me and attacking me for no reason. The garbage can down there. 1-8. Just a bunch of randos that also can be cleaned out. Disbanded. Come play Sklone. New run. Free land. Disbanded. Free land. Come play Sklone. New round restarted. Trump's a faggot, so there's that player again. Trump's a faggot, who's always anti-Trump, and here's a real player. These two are real players. This is only the last 3 players left. Empty. The Koblodes. It's no one in section 3-1. No one in section section 115. Nothing there. 116. Dead. With me, Jazx. 118, Lucifer, but he's a real player. Bender, he's to be removed from the game. Open, and that's it. There's no section 2. There is no section 2. There's a section. See, no section. So then it goes on to 3-4. So it appears that there's only just like 30 more human players left in this game. A few years ago, when they first started filming these, like maybe 5-10 years ago, they used to have like so many bots. They used to have like so many bots. Like I remember a particular infamous bot was called Popo Police. Popo Police 1, Popo Police 2, Popo Police 3, and so on. A bunch of them were called Coffee and Tea. Coffee and Tea was also a very popular bot, a spam bot, and yeah. So I guess we win. I have been blocked for a while on Star Kingdoms. I have been blocked because every time I sign into my name. Then if I logged in, let me just type this out loud. I've been logged out. Go to login. So go medalist here and type in my code name here. Oops. And see, I would be bounced back as soon as I pick which server I want to play, I'll be bounced out. So go to scores and see. I think you guys. So we only made it to 90, season 90 of the show. See, that's a bullshit game, and it looks like there are a bunch of them. Server 2, just Edo. Wow. So let's go to scores and figure out how many players are in this game. Just 19 players. See, there's me, Jazx, and I'm gonna attack Baz, and then slowly rise, and if I'm unnoticed, then if I remain to be unnoticed, then I will stand to hold out a little bit longer. Barracks capacity is 100%. Because I've been booted out of the game. Like every time you have a chance to choose between server 1 and server 2, the game you have on server 1 and server 2. If I choose my server 1 game, it always boot me back out to the main menu or something like that. So I'm sure Tainted or Null or B-Cart is watching me, but they didn't watch this account particularly. So I still have a few chances to team kill, but I'm gonna come around next age, and I'm gonna call myself a Chow Hogan name, a griefing name, a real one. This is just a throwaway account, Jazkasland, just to test to see if I still am eligible to play this game, and apparently I am. So I have 11 soldiers in training. I have 108 soldiers that are waiting to be drafted. There are the one soldier's worth 1 defense and 1 attack point, by the way. So let's just draft 80 more soldiers here. Just slowly build our Jazkasland army. When we first originally moved to this house, and we'll tell you guys where. We were painting the fence. The first painting of the fence, maybe 2009, 2098 or something. No, 1998. Wow, that long ago, huh? Maybe 2001, 2099. One of those millennial dates, anyways. We weren't like living here that too long, so maybe 2008, yeah. Because we came here in 2006. The fence came online in 2007. We painted it, so maybe it's around 2019. No, 2001 or something. So we see spiders crawling around in the paint, like trying to get paint on their bodies, and we know that they're gonna die a toxic death. So we decided to dip our paint brushes into the paint and get all white goo on it and encase the spider so that it drowns mercifully instead of dying toxically. And we call it Jazkasland. Now he's been really Jazkasland. So these videos also serve as an archive of my life. This is just for me basically. If you're interested in it, that's good. But this is just for me for watching it when I'm old and gray and rich. I plan to buy the old 485 house in Edmonton, and turn that into a shrine of all my school notes. My school notes are all like down there and stuff, like all my school notes and all my scientific notes and all that stuff. I have like tons of them in the closet over there where the back is. I spent if it gets me an A, I don't mind spending the time painstakingly writing down all the pages of my notes. If it helps you study, then helps you retain the information, then that's the important thing. Then I pass, then I go to a higher level, master's level, whatnot, and I continue using these pencils. I'm pretty much sure these old pencils here are from Edmonton, from the Edmonton days, or maybe they're from here, the Calgary days. I have a lot of old pencils still that are still in pencil case that still need to be used up. I doubt they will be used anymore. But anyway, like I was saying, I plan to be a member to be a fighter in this whole battle of Alberta. A severe competition between Edmonton and Calgary. Oh, let's just see if Calgary is doing well today. This Calgary Flames. They're playing their pre-season game. That's tied. It's gonna go into overtime, and it's all up in the air. If we manage to hold out, in hockey, if you manage to hold out one game, tie it, you get 1 point. if you win that tie game, they get a point, you get a point. But if you win the game, then you get the other point. So it could be a 3-point game, one for them, one for you, for one for them, one for you. So hopefully we can score in this next bit here. Otherwise, we'll go into overtime. But it's a preseason game, so it's just preseason just determines where you're gonna. It's like soccer. It's like FIFA soccer. You just figure out where you're gonna be. So let us go and attack. Let us expand our kingdom here and totally remove some players from this game and. See, my kingdom has been whittled down to nothing here because, like I said, I couldn't log on for a while. I couldn't log on to us, so I'm just starting from scratch, starting my kingdom, building from scratch, and hopefully I can scratch. Let's put on my shields too. Maybe 2,000 apiece should do it. 2. That's 6,000 points. Yeah, 6,000 minus 13 should be leaving me 7,000 energy units, gigawatts. 1.21 gigawatts. 1.21 gigabytes. So I'm gonna try and move everything off the computer into a hard drive disk, and just in case this computer explodes, and move everything off of it. All my videos, all my and try to get rid of the dust because I want this computer to last long. I mean, this computer is at least 1 year old. I mean, these computers are very notorious for not surviving long because they're laptops. So my other computer, the other shows of the Gogogin show or WikiWoo as I'm now called, used to be just stored. Was recorded in those other computers, so I'm gonna try because there's a lot of dust in this house, right? A lot of dust in any house, so I'm gonna try and disassemble this thing and suck out all the dirt and reassemble it. And I'm gonna before I do anything crazy like that, I'm gonna put everything onto a new computer and see already. Already, there's a huge pile of dust underneath the air fan here. So. Without further ado, let us. So I've been planning, like I said, I've been thinking of the other project I'm going to work on is making my old house look the same, the old 45 house to resemble the old house, and make it a shrine to myself and my studies, of where I actually fought this war. That's where the strikers were born. So let's go to Tech WoW here. Let's go to probe them. I want to see how much, percent probes, send all 20 probes. I want to see what this military is like. Shields up. Spy on military. 134. So, you have 134. Troopers are worth 4 attack points. 134. So just take one. Maybe send 22 of those guys. 4 times 20, and maybe send them everybody. Yeah, honor 29. I gained 29 honor points. Let's go put those towards building up our army, our small-time army here. Give me let's see, I have 10, so give me 6, and then give me 6 barracks, and then 4 residences. Give me 146 soldiers. I have a whole bunch of missiles too. See, I have a whole armada of missiles building up. So as soon as I remove these 2 players, I don't think these players. I think these players are inactive. Like, I mean, you can't. 120, 1,200 are honor points. That's what you start out with. Honor points. So let's go to scores and see. Jazkasland, Kazakhstan. Yeah, see, it's only like 19 players left in this game. Real human players left in this game. So, we'll come back in the next round to see if this game's still alive. But I think this game's dying off, and I think we've won. I've been on a winning spree this year. I've been playing nonstop this whole summer. I've been griefing nonstop StarCraft because I just got StarCraft online and I just paid for it that summer. So this summer, so like I said, this is a new computer. It's already old, full of dust, so cobwebs and dust. So I've been filming myself, filming more videos of me just doing some household repairs, just keeping my machinery clean or my the vacuum clean and whatnot. And like I said, I want to move back. I don't want to move to Edmonton, but that's going to be my headquarters location. I found an interesting service online where you can actually it's called who are they? I think they're called these people here. Revenge for Hire, and they're gonna be these people here. Revenge for Hire, nefarious jobs, and for the highest tier, which is just 2,500 US, which is like maybe 50,000. No, not 2,500, but 25,000, about 50,000 Canadian. I can actually totally destroy my enemy by going to total annihilation. Platinum membership is going to be when I get rich enough. When I start writing my Harry Potter next, I'm going to drop house. I'm going to go and drop some drop some ayahuasca in South America and get some secrets of writing the next Harry Potter. I know it's cheating, but you know, at least my studies here are honest. But let's see. Destroy pieces competitor, kiloton bomb, 2,200. This is all U.S. prices, by the way. This is the original price here, and this is the extra bomb, and I think it's $5,000 per week extra if you want to really fuck with your enemy. So I'm looking at maybe 5,000, like really lots of money for these people. But like I said, once I write the next Harry Potter movie, I'm going to be making lots of money. And part of my revenge against the Edmontonians during this whole war battle in Alberta. And you said it here first, folks. The Battle of Alberta. I plan to start investing in Edmontonian businesses, and then they'll start giving me profit back. Maybe I'll invest in REITs and other kinds of investments up there. And the residual profits I make are going to make myself rich. Continue to increase my investments in Edmonton so I get myself richer. But they're mostly intended to get the profits down to here to U of A or U of C, or Calgarian, basically Calgarian charities, Calgarian businesses, Calgarian industries, or Calgarian research, U of C research, or basically just basic Calgarian stuff down here. I'll throw the Edmontonians a bone every so often, so I'm not too much of a dick, and because there's lots of Indigenous people living up there who might get caught in this crossfire. I don't want them to get hurt. They're mostly Cree and Métis up there living, or Sioux Dakotas, and like scattered nations of Sioux Dakotas. After Sitting Bull's inglorious defeat to Custard, they settled all over. They settled in North America, and they settled their lands and restored themselves. It's like basically space wars, or Star Wars, or basically any kind of science fiction where you have an armada, or you have a last of a bunch of colonies, space colonies that went from the main civilization that went dark, or you have a handful of scattered pockets of survivors here and there, and then they form their own worlds. They recover through resilience, for study, going to school, or for doing the smart decisions, the painful decisions, and surviving, and then their countries are thriving again. That's how Moscow was founded. Actually, from what I read, when the Khans came by and destroyed Byzantium and destroyed all these other Eastern kingdoms, Poland, made all the way to Poland or something, they pretty much left Moscow alone. The Moscow Novgorod Republic alone, and Moscow just basically grew again, became a strong city state, and recovered. That's how Rome was founded. Apparently, they're survivors of the Trojan Wars, and then they just settled the peninsula and refounded one of the world's largest empires. And this is what we're building here. We're building the Calgarian Empire. I mean, I have I don't really care about the war, and the Battle of Alberta. I basically care about my revenge against the Edmontonians who have hurt me all these years and turned me into this grotesque-looking thing, chin beard, grody face. I'm 40 and I still haven't figured out how to shave yet. I still get ingrown hairs and nicks and razor burns, and that's all this shit is: razor burns and grease whenever I ate. And I mean, I love Calgary. My friends are here in Calgary. My family's here in Calgary. The bulk of my family's here in Calgary, anyways. And my kids are from my wife is moving to Calgary, and my sister-in-law's moving to Calgary. Calgary's gonna be the capital of our little clan, our little our little family clan. And my intention is to help keep the Lou strong and stuff, and continue hanging out with Dad, and finding out who this next add our name to the family tree, the family records back in China. Find out who's got rights to the old naming poem. Every generation is named after a word in a poem. Weird generation fun. That's about it. Fun, or fun. Fun, and that's it. We need to figure out what the next lines are for the continuity of our culture, for the continuity, universal continuity of our race and stuff. And like I said, but why not do this little style? Why not do this strike back and prosperity of style with some kind of flair and storyline to it? I'm a big storyline fan. That's why I come up with this imaginary storyline of Star Kingdoms. Like, for example, when I used to have when there used to be a few dying players, I would attack them and kind of reunify them into my kingdom, kind of call it the reunification wars. But even that's dying. You see, Lucifer's a player. Redemption, Bender's gonna die soon, and amalgamate these kingdoms into my main kingdom here, and amalgam. Okay, so yeah, like I said, that's what I've been up to these days. I've been planning my vengeance against those Edmontonians who have hurt me all these years, and then I'm going to be using the old house as my main headquarters for when I go to when they're ready to implement it. I'll be waiting there, celebrating, maybe eating some za, eating some delicious food, maybe from the KFC, the original KFC that I actually ate the KFC from Edmonton, although it's all crap now. I remember that old KFC being the place where they had the Oopie balls, and that used to be one of my. It's gonna be one of my Star Kingdom names, or one of my Utopia names. It's gonna be Oopie, or Sklone names. Sklone. If I'm right here, Sklone is one of the, like I said, about successors and all these survivors. Looks like Sklone also Star Kingdom's clone, or Sklone as they call it. Also, it's a leftover of this grand Star Kingdom's empire. I remember these guys. I remember this game used to be so mighty back in at least about since 1990. Not even that. Not even 2000. Like, I mean, 1990s, about the same time Utopia came out. So 19 seasons, so 19 years. I hope that some more players will come, but so I can team kill them and keep on laughing at them. But unfortunately, they won't. In fact, I'm going to show you what happens when you go into. So I've been logged out. Let's sign up for a kingdom. Let's start with a new kingdom here. Let's go to Terra Nova, and I'll go to existing kingdoms here, and call myself again. Let's get gold. Because they want to make sure that I'm not a spam bot. I think that's an SNPF05AM. Hopefully this works. Okay, so that's a 5. 5. Ah, shit. So 5 NPF 5 AM. Fuck off, 5 AM. Fuck off, 5 AM. Password is blank. Okay, so. You think I've been banned from the game? Stakes. Username. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess they are banning me from that one game there. Oh well. I have to go back to here. But like I said, Star Kingdoms is dying. The game's dying out. Universal domination is imminent, my friend. And yeah, this game used to have battle cruisers and stuff, and there's all these other cool stuff. And what I used to do was I used to, like I said, build up nuclear missiles, a whole bunch of nukes and stuff, and probes and stuff, and I would just attack my own teammates. And but it looks like I don't know if they're going to survive the next round. I'm going to come back next round in the original kingdom. Most likely I'll be booted out there again and come into this one. So yeah, that's Jazkasland, and this is Star Kingdoms. I forgot what number we're on. Let's figure out what number we're on. Let's see our Star Kingdoms, and we're coming up to our 30-minute mark. So yeah, this game is pretty much dead, and I mean, this is like I said. I did tell you guys that my sexy face will be the last thing you guys saw. Coffee fee.
Hello, welcome to Google Game.
Oh, look at that!
Once again, we're on
Coffee fee.
secondary video for Coffee Fee. As I've explained in my first video, we're going to be trying to attack Jeff the Trumpers once we just give our soldiers some target practice here. And just...
Let's go here and Polybius. Oh, that was a good one. See, look at this. I'm just punch everywhere. Polybius. Crazy. Crazy was a reference to an old electronics store, independent electronics store. You know, where you have the crazy salesman going, "I'm crazy sales, crazy deals, crazy." So he calls himself crazy. So that's where we bought our first VHS in Edmonton. Edmonton seems to be a capital of our Princess Bean. So just a year ago. Oh, Sklone. This is actually different. Sklone. Okay, so I think I'm griefing.
Hello, welcome to
because I forgot what numbers are, and I haven't saved on my hard drive. So let's go to this one here. Oops.
As I've explained in my first video, we're going to be
much more older version of myself now. Let's see. The last time I played StarCraft was StarCraft Griefing. What? Okay, so what number is 62? This must be 63. There it is, 63. 64. 64. 65. It's down here somewhere. 5. I just call it 70 or 79 or something. 69. 69! Arbitrary number. 69. And okay, so you guys are episode 69, the last one of the last remaining episodes of StarCraft or Star Kingdom. And what I plan to do on StarCraft is I plan to eventually raise myself from the lowest tier from B, because all summer I've been just team killing myself, leading myself down, and now I'm working myself up. So I'm gonna go. I'm about to be promoted to Silver League for both 4-on-4, 3-on-3, and 2-on-2. I'm still working on that a little bit to strengthen that. But I plan to get to raise high in StarCraft, and start filming those. Worst the first, I guess, or worst of the first, I guess. And then once I start getting really high, up to gold level, platinum, or diamonds, then I'll start fucking around. Platinum, then I'll start fucking around and making them lose important games and just throwing lots of matches. That's what's the fun of it. I'm such a dirty shit, aren't I? Okay, so where I've been for the past year? That's a good question, guys. You guys are asking good questions here. What I've been for the last year? I've been just studying. Just being an ally. Cutting out the pink triangle. Cutting out a pink triangle here. A pink triangle there from my lanyard. I got a brand new lanyard. Working at the Calgary Stampede, making some money and paying off some bills. The usual when I miss. Going back to the old house in Kirkness and in Kirkness, I'm just basically done now. Maybe buy the house and get rich just to buy the house and just go up there every weekend or so, just to monitor my revenge plans and just monitor my businesses for a week and come back and forth to be a heavy traveler. Mostly stay in town here in Calgary with my wife and kids, but occasionally I need my time. I need some my own space, right? Go to Edmonton a couple times and. Maybe once every month, once every month or 1 week in a month. Just like the army, I'm going back into. I'm planning to go into the Navy once I've done all this shenanigans of school. I plan to go into the Navy and 1 week in a month, and every Wednesday we'll train 1 week in a month, and then a whole year of training maybe, and then every so often. Just enough to earn my pension, enough to earn the basic pension of the Canadian Forces, or maybe a nice 10-year career there with the Army and with the Navy, and maybe have them pay for my schooling. Who knows? Who knows how far this goes? And then increasing my pension from multiple sources: my CPP, my OAS. My H income and my real job income and my army income basically, and occasionally go up to Edmonton every so often just to maintain my business presence up there, so I can slowly siphon money back to Calgary. I'm assuming that they're gonna get that. I'm counting on that them coming up with a lot of longevity treatments that. They're already moving up the old age to 70 years instead of 65. So that's additional 5 years of hardcore earning. I don't have to make any major decisions in my life. Just fighting this war in Edmonton and until I'm ready for retirement. And I'm hoping this game's still around for retirement. Like maybe 20 more years, just like the original 20 years. But I think this game has reached its half-life, its stale life. And we're pretty much down to the last handful of players here, the last handful of planets of this vast interstellar empire. The seat of the vast interstellar empire, and my griefing empire was the interstellar empire. I mean, you guys brought in like thousands of views, hundreds, usually just anything under 100 to 1,000 views. And I have to thank you guys for that. I mean, you guys were a wonderful part of this whole. You guys were a wonderful part of this whole enterprise. Hopefully my next target is Sklone. Hopefully my next target is Utopia, and then that'll be it for the text-based games, or the text-based games that count. Anyways, they're multiplayer. I'm sure there's lots of text-based games out there. I'm sure there's going to be some revamping of Utopia or some revamping of Sklone. I'll keep my eyes open, and like I said, once you guys come back online, I'll be here. I'll be ready there to nail you guys. But most of my endeavors now are just I'm learning how to play Go. I'm going to try to learn how to play Go Band and Go with my friend Alex and chess and perhaps score Elo score. And I mean, I'm not some grand player. I mean, I'm not some grand master. I have a small empire, and that's about it. I mean, if I want something much larger, I go for it, but I don't have the skills for it. So that's just hard work and enjoying making my little niche, and hopefully that niche expands a little bit, so I can make my footprint on this planet. And I have already made my footprint on my planet because I put myself into your minds. And I've put myself into I made myself give myself a little corner of the YouTube of the internet, just dedicating the last, just chronicalizing the dying of a dying meme. I mean, kids in the future probably watch this video, and like I said, I'm going to try to figure out how to, if I get a chance, I'm going to try and pick up these archives for these. I'm going to make a website called Remembering Star Kingdoms, and it'll be just showing all these ancient players like from years ago. You know, look at this, 100 players. Ha ha ha! Illumin noobs, you got so owned. Illumin noobs. Our strongest alliance in the universe. See, look at that. Lots of players. The first round. Largest kingdoms in the universe. Land. Mafia. Thunderstorm. And now, look at it now. It's just 19 players. Where the last 19? I'm going to destroy your vacation time. Is he still alive? Oh, yes, you are. So maybe body image will be my next victim. All right, so that's that time again. It's under just above maybe 40 minutes mark, under 40. So thank you for watching our show. We're gonna be right back with you.